Hey, how's your spirit today? I know when I ask a question like that, there's some that will respond pretty quickly, but there's others that kind of look a bit askew, like I'm talking about quantum physics or something. My spirit? What? Hey, ask me about, maybe my health or my gym workout, or even ask me about what I'm reading and learning, but discussing my spirit, that's kind of uncharted territory. I want to pause and pivot around that question. Let me say first that, there's plenty of medical and social science that acknowledges the spirit dimension, who we are. Medical technology can keep, a heart pumping or lungs inflated, but if that technology is, really removed, what happens? Well, it depends upon the presence of the spirit. Whether a mind engages the body or it stops and it leaves a corpse. And then the social sciences. I'll never forget when I was doing some postgraduate studies and I looked at the summer schedule, the summer offerings. Over half of them had to do with the human spirit, and they recognize that there's three parts to human being, and it's kind of interwoven together. There's the body, there's the mind, and then we have a spirit. Some might say, well, so what? Well, the implications of this really justify the question. So how's your spirit today? Or maybe I should ask, how's the health of your spirit? The Bible has so much to say about the spirit, and actually convincing us that, we really need to take charge of it, take charge of our health. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23 says, above all, guard your heart, for it's the wellspring of life. Sometimes the Bible interchanges the word heart and spirit, and they both had to do with the immaterial part of who we are. And the spirit's really the center of various traits and emotions and actions. And, it's no wonder the Bible says, hey, guard it. Why? Because it affects everything. So how do we do that? Just how do you guard your spirit and keep it healthy? Well, there's a couple ways and even more, but one health measure is, same chapter, Proverbs 22, it says, a prudent person sees danger and takes refuge, but the simple one keeps going and suffers for it. You guard your spirit by really heeding warning signs, like, on the road it's yield signs or a curvy road ahead or yellow caution, and it helps us, stay safe in our lane. But if your spirit is really over risky or overrides sound advice, or you push the limit, you ignore the signs, and yes, we do suffer for it. Or how about another one? This is also Proverbs 22. It says, in the paths of the wicked lie thorns and snares, but he who guards his soul, his spirit, stays far from them. So sometimes the word soul referred to the whole of who we are, and the spirit being part of that. And we have a spirit, but listen to the end of that verse. It says, stay far from them. In other words, the snares, the thorns. Wow, that's sound advice. Guarding your spirit means really what? You don't dabble in trying to get as close as you can to trouble. You distance yourself. You listen to your spirit, and you stay far from those things like compromising relationships or ego battles or unbridled greed. I want us to pivot more around this topic, but let me ask the question, how's your spirit? Are you guarding it today by heeding life's warning and keeping your distance from trouble? If you'd like to talk more, hit that contact coach button.